In this next video, I'm going to talk about how to format worksheet cells. And we're primarily going to use the tools in the alignment group at the very top here and the font group, which are both located on the Home tab. And you'll notice that I have opened the widget sales report again, but I've deleted the title. So let's go ahead and put that back in. I'm going to click on cell A1, type in widget sales report. And I want you to notice this is a little cramped in cell A1. The text is really located in cell A1, but it kind of spills over into cell B1. If I click on cell B1 and look up here, you'll see that there isn't any text in the formula bar. But if I click on cell A1, you'll see that all the text actually lives in cell A1. Let's go ahead and format that so this title looks a little bit better. I'm going to increase the height of this row. And let's go over to the font group and hit the bold button. Make it stand out a little bit more. And let's go over here to the alignment group. And what I really want to do is I want to center this title over the data below it. And currently it's left aligned. So the text is aligned to the left of the cell. And if I hit center, what it actually does is it centers it within cell A1. And that doesn't look so great because it cuts off that W. What I'm going to do is select the range A1 to F1. And we're going to go back up to the alignment group here and click on this merge and center button. And what it does is it merges all of these cells A1 to F1, into one big cell, and it centers that text within that one big cell. You'll notice that the title is centered horizontally, but if we look at it vertically, it's kind of not right in the middle of the cell vertically. And if we go up to the alignment group again, we'll see that it is currently bottom aligned. If we click on middle align, it kind of moves up a little bit, and so the text is nicely centered horizontally and vertically into our one big merged cell. Next, let's talk about how to change the orientation of a cell and rotate it. And we're going to go ahead and click on cell B2, which is the year 2010, and go back up here to the alignment group. And I'm going to click on this button called Orientation. When I click on that drop down, it gives me a lot of different options. So I'll go ahead and click through some of them so you can see what happens. My first selection will rotate the text 45 degrees. You can also change it to a vertical text, so it goes top to bottom. A lot of different options. You can also click on Format Cell Alignment and then just manually change the orientation of the text. So I'll change it to 30 and hit OK. And then I'd like to apply that format to these other cells as well. So I'm going to use the Format Painter up here in the clipboard group and apply that format to the other cells. The next cell that I'd like to format is cell A15, the total sales. Oops. And I'd like for that to stand out a little bit more. So we're going to go back up to the alignment group. We're going to click on the indent button. So what it'll do is it will indent text within a cell. So you've got to have room within that cell to indent before you use that. So this just indents it a little bit so you draw a little bit more attention to the total sales. The last thing that I want to do is add cell borders around all of our data. And you'll see that there are borders right here and they're light gray. But if I click on, go all the way to the very top, and I'm going to click on the Print Preview button. And it's going to give me a little preview of what it looks like if I should actually print it. And you'll see that there are no cell borders. So I'm going to go back to the Home tab again. And we're going to add in some cells. I just want some very simple, basic black cells, cell borders. I'm going to select my range A1 to F15 and go up here to the font group. And you have a lot of different options. You can really customize your borders to exactly what you would like them to be. You can change the colors, the thickness of the borders. I just want a very simple black border, so I'm going to click on this all border selection. You'll see that goes out a little bit because my alignment has changed, or my orientation has changed, excuse me. So I'm going to open up that cell a little bit, that column. And then we're going to go back up to the print preview button and take a look at it, and you'll see that has changed, and when it prints it will have those nice black borders. If I want to do something special to one of the cells or a couple of the cells or a row of cells, I can just select on it and go back up and make some other changes. So we're going to click on this big cell at the top that we merged, click on that drop down button again, and click on the thick box border. And you can see that it's thick around this one cell, and you can't really see it on the top, but if we click on the print preview button again and zoom in a little bit, we can see that it does have a nice thick border around it.